Alright guys, here is a little bonus to our poutine mini-series to see if we can make cheese curd out of goat milk for those people who are intolerant to cow milk. So let's try this and find out.
As you can see, I'm using a pot into a bigger one filled with water. This is called a baymari. First, you will need 4 liters of goat milk. Open the fire and let's warm the milk at 88 Fahrenheit. Once you reach the desired temperature, remove it from the heat. We only use 5 ingredients for this recipe, but those ingredients are very specific. So I will put a link in the description so you can get them from the interwebs. This is a mesophil type 2 and you need 3/16 of a tablespoon. Put the mesophil on top of the milk and cover for 5 minutes so the powder can hydrate over the milk. After 5 minutes, you can mix everything together. Basically, cheese culture are a group of specific bacteria that are combined in order to make a particular type of cheese. They are also used to keep the good bacteria in the milk flourish and lead to a more rich and developed flavor. All culture accomplish the same basic task to raise the acidity of the milk by absorbing the lactose and transforming it into lactic acid. This part is especially beneficial in the cheese making process for 3 reasons. First, the acid helps the milk split into particles called curds. Second, the lactic acid causes milk to become more acidic by consuming the sugar inside the milk. And finally, after this process, the cheese begins to formulate this unique flavor, texture, and smell. Alright, back to the recipe now. After 40 minutes at 88 Fahrenheit, it's time to add the calcium chloride. So add half a teaspoon of calcium chloride into 1/4 cup of water, put it in the milk and stir for 1 minute. Now it's time to talk about the rennet. The most common form of rennet traditionally used in cheesemaking was animal rennet, which come from the lining of the fourth stomach of a young ruminant like a calf. The first time I heard about this, I was wondering who and how they discovered this. So I did a little bit of research. So it ended up that the coagulating property of animal rennet is thought to have been discovered when someone transport his milk into a vessel made of dry calf stomach. So in the transit, the rennet from the stomach transformed the liquid milk into chunk of curds and watery whey. This was a fascinating story. Let's get back to the recipe. I've put half a teaspoon of rennet into 1/4 cup of water into the milk and stir for 30 seconds, no more because it will coagulate really quickly. Put a lid on your pot for 60 minutes and make sure your milk stay at 88 Fahrenheit. After 60 minutes, it's time to make the knife test. If you can cut and lift the curd, that means it's ready. Take a long knife and cut the milk from top to bottom, making 1-inch slice and do the same on the other side. Then take your knife at a 45-degree angle and do the same so you end up with curds about 1 inch big. And don't forget to cut all around your pot as well. Cover for 10 minutes and very gently shake your pot. Now put it back in the bain-marie and you want to gradually raise the temperature to 102 Fahrenheit. Once you reach the desired temperature, every 5 minutes you want to very gently stir the curds for 30 minutes. If you want to know how the curds are ready, pick the curds in your hand and squeeze it. If it explodes like this, it's not ready. But if it's all solid in your hand, that means it's ready to the next step. Now you want to use a strainer over a pot and put a cheesecloth in the strainer. Drain all the whey from the curds and remember we need to keep the whey so don't throw it away. The next step is called the cheddarisation. The first thing you want to do is to bring the whey into the pot at 122 Fahrenheit. You need to apply pressure on the curds over the hot whey with about 2 to 3 pounds of weight on it. After 15 minutes, cut the curd in two, fold it over itself, put it back in the cheesecloth and apply pressure again for 15 minutes. You will need to repeat these steps 4 to 5 times every 15 minutes. It will take about an hour and a half, and you will see when the cheese curd has achieved the perfect texture. When the cheese curd feel very firm and all very well together, you know it's ready for the next step. Then you need to weigh the old curds. This one does 1225 grams, and the reason we are weighing it is because we are going to salt it 2% of its weight. 2% of that amount will be 24.5 grams of salt, but you need to do it in 2 steps so you don't shock the curds with too much salt. Shake it very well, and then you need to age the curds for 12 hours before eating it. It's beautiful.
Alright you guys, so we made it. Cheese curd made with goat milk. So if you guys are lactose intolerant, you cannot eat or drink anything from cow, this is the thing for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If so, please leave a like. It makes a big difference on the channel. I hope you will try this at home and see you in the next episode.